Hey guys, today I want to talk about ribbon microphones and the pros and cons of ribbon microphones. A ribbon microphone uses the same electromagnetic principle as a moving coil dynamic, but it differs in that the diaphragm is actually the conductive metal. So rather than having a coil and a diaphragm, you just have a ribbon which is suspended within a magnetic field. So the ribbon is a corrugated thin piece of aluminum and suspended within a magnetic field, and when sound hits it, the ribbon vibrates back and forth, and that generates the electrical output that we record. Just kind of imagining that apparatus will tell us a little bit about how it's going to differ from a moving coil microphone. A ribbon, because it's lighter weight, is going to be able to get into motion quicker. So it's going to respond faster to transient information. So that's one of the pros of ribbon mics, is they have a faster transient response than a moving coil microphone. They're also going to tend to have a more accurate frequency response. Because of the ability for it to respond to fast transients and not need to move as much, that makes it a little more accurate. I have here this is a Royer R10 ribbon microphone. So if you can imagine, the ribbon is suspended vertically in here. The cons of ribbon mics is they tend to be, they're all Italian apparently. They're very fragile. They don't handle rough usage, and they probably won't survive a drop. So you have to be very, very careful with them. Wouldn't want to take these mics out on the road or throw them in the back of the truck and ride across the interstate system, unless you had just a lot of money that you could throw away. Another thing is they are a little bit more expensive. A good ribbon microphone is going to set you back more than a moving coil microphone. But one thing that's very interesting about ribbons is the high frequencies tend to roll off fairly early. They rarely extend out to 20 kilohertz, so they kind of have this gentle roll off. But ribbon microphones have a very relaxed high end. They have a very smooth high end, and they take equalization very well, meaning if I decide to boost the high frequencies, the ribbon microphone really responds well to that, as opposed to a condenser mic, which might not sound as smooth as a ribbon mic. The reason for that has to do with the resonance of the diaphragm. So the resonance of a ribbon is about 40 hertz. That means if I boost the high end, it's not going to accentuate the natural resonance of that microphone, where a condenser microphone usually has a resonance up in the around 15 kilohertz because it's stretched so tightly. So whenever I boost those high frequencies, I'm also potentially boosting the natural resonance of that microphone, which might not necessarily be a part of the sound that I'm trying to capture. So that the boost in the high frequency EQ might not sound as smooth as it would on a ribbon microphone.